Our parents used to leave us home alone a lot. They went out on a lot of dates, and because they had 5 kids, they didn't think to take us all with them. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's okay for your parents to get a date night every now and again. You shouldn't be complaining. Alright, I get it. A date night sounds all fine and dandy, but my parents would go out at least 2 times a week. And they didn't want to pay for a babysitter because AJ and I were old enough to watch the younger siblings.
Oh no.
So they would go watch movies, go out to eat, grocery shop, and they would even shop at the mall. They expected us to have leftovers or quesadillas while they got to enjoy their fancy out food.
Well, what's there to eat?
Get off, Napoleon. Make yourself a dang quesadilla.
Fine.
So, sometimes we would visit my grandparents, and they lived about an hour away. But on some occasions, me and my older brother would stay home while the rest of the family went to grandma's. Now this was when the party started. AJ and I loved when they would leave us by ourselves because it meant video games, junk food, and no parents telling us what to do. Well, I remember this one particular time that my parents left us home alone. We were so hungry and we didn't have any food in the fridge. Go figure, our parents didn't leave us with any food. And we must have been about 12 to 14 years old when this occurred, so we didn't have any jobs, so we didn't have any money. Remember when Kmart was a store? Well, we had one of those just down the street from our home, and we could walk there. Inside this Kmart, there was a pizza joint known as Little Nicky's Pizza. Yeah, you know which one I'm talking about. So what were 2 broke boys supposed to do to get some pizza? We both thought long and hard, and eventually AJ had a brilliant idea. You see, our parents had a piggy bank, but it was actually more of a monkey bank because it was in the shape of this gorilla, and it was very ugly. But we knew that my parents had a lot of change in there, and this particular monkey bank did not have a place to retrieve the money from. To get the money out, you need to break the gorilla. We considered breaking it, but we ultimately thought that Mom and Dad would get mad at us, so we thought of the next best thing. We grabbed a butter knife and began to dig at the slit and make it just big enough to where some money can fall out if we shake it hard enough. Eventually, we shook out enough money to go order us the 2 pizzas. We retrieved the pizzas, ate them all up, and had a great time. We now knew the secret of the gorilla bank, and from time to time, if our parents left us home alone and we were starving, we would occasionally get some money out to feed us. It's not our fault. Our parents left us without money or food. Anyway, a couple months must have gone by, and I think my dad was putting money in there at one point, and he must have noticed that the slit was kind of gashed open. Of course, he was upset because we had stolen from him, but it wasn't really stealing.
It's just borrowing, right?
Yeah.
We would ask for money sometimes for food, but they just wouldn't give it to us. That didn't stop us from getting grounded, but what else is new? And you know what? I live with no regrets.
Regrets?
That cheap $5 pizza from Little Nicky's, it was worth every stolen penny.